me, about to open up a McDonald's in the country where it's banned.
McDonald's.
So, this is my home country, Iceland. And in October 2009, they closed every McDonald's restaurant in the country. Now it's just a McDonald's ripoff that no one likes. For over 15 years, this country's been in McDonald's purgatory. Several people have tried to get it back, but McDonald's has effectively banned it from reopening. And to demonstrate how desperate the people of this country are for McDonald's, I went to the streets and simply asked, when you go abroad, what is the first thing you have to eat?
McDonald's.
McDonald's? It's worse than I thought. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and open up a fake McDonald's myself. The question is, will this be enough to actually convince McDonald's to return for good? Just to be clear, I know nothing about opening up a fast food restaurant. So I did a bit of research.
Opening a fast food restaurant requires careful planning. Choosing a good location should be a priority.
Location, location, location. That's step one of what I'm calling the business plan. With everything I learned from Mr. GPT, I put together a 5-step plan to bring McDonald's back to Iceland myself. Fake McDonald's. I don't want a McLawsuit. Step 4 might involve me flying 3 hours to the nearest McDonald's, buying 100 burgers and bringing them back without customs arresting me. I started by looking all over Google Maps for a store to work with us. Then I went back to the streets to measure out each place. So I've listed down literally every place in the city that would work as a McDonald's. Now it's just to pitch them my idea. And armed with photorealistic renders of the stores as fake McDonald's, we checked on the first location. Hello? Yeah, that one went out of business. So let's go to the next one. This whole thing felt very uncomfortable. And the ridiculous salesman suit wasn't helping. Is it possible to maybe get this space for one day to turn it into a McDonald's? No, not at all. No. Yeah, so we went to the next one.
What about McDonald's? What they think about the idea?
Well, technically,
we don't want to be sued by McDonald's. That's what I tell you.
No, we don't. Don't sue me, McDonald's. Store after store, I just kept getting rejected. It's like,
No. Sorry. We are not time. We don't need it.
Have a good life. So it turns out that most restaurants don't like the idea of transforming into a fast food giant for a day, and I was starting to question this whole thing. You don't think it's possible?
No.
Okay. Pretty worried that this is gonna be a complete failure, but I can't give up yet. We still have a few more places to hit, and I really want to do this for Iceland, so let's keep going. With the day winding down, I headed to the next shop, which I felt had fake McDonald's written all over it. This is my idea. It's a bit out there, but I think...
What?
Yeah, so...
Wow, this is interesting. That looks very good.
Finally!
Finally, McDonald's in Iceland.
The owners seemed pretty excited about the concept, but would they agree to help me with my plan? Also, I just noticed how they're wearing the same shirt. Do you think we could make it happen?
It's definitely an idea. We can think about it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Say yes.
We could try it. What do you think, honey?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's McDonald's.
It's McDonald's.
It's finally in Iceland.
So, can we do anything on the inside, or?
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't break anything.
Just give us an idea. What would you...
Well, I was gonna take a sledgehammer and break down this thing here. We sealed the deal on the location. However, we're set to open in just 7 days, and no one knows about the fake McDonald's opening. So I need to get the word out quickly. I figured a good place to start would be one of those giant billboards, and after a lot of calling around, I somehow managed to secure a billboard. I still haven't seen it, so... Oh my god! There it is! It's crazy. That was pretty hard to pull off, actually. It's gonna happen for real now. Nothing's gonna stop this. Let's go. A lot of cars saw that billboard, but we also need to reach pedestrians. I look so stupid. So I hit the streets in my natural form with a mission to hand out as many flyers as humanly possible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, free hamburgers or something. I was honestly feeling a bit discouraged. I think I'm scaring people away. We're opening the store very soon and no one seemed interested. I'm just miserable. I have no idea if that'll work. But the next day I noticed a message on my phone. And it turns out that word got out and a longtime radio personality in Iceland said he noticed my ad and was super confused. Yeah. So basically he invited me to his show. I'm here at the National Broadcasting Service and we're about to do a radio interview. So I headed inside, but at first it seemed like the door wouldn't open. Then I just sort of stood in the lobby and spun in a little circle. Then the radio host showed up and told me to wait a few minutes until they'd call me.
It's kind of overwhelming.
I really don't know why I'm this awkward. I need help.
Hi, Sindri. Hi, good to be on your show.
But eventually, it was showtime.
Sæll og blessa Sindri og glæslega fara.
Ég vil bara senda skilabóð á McDonald's. Fólkið bara grátbiður að koma tilbaka. So that went really well. I'm hoping that this is gonna do something.
And do something it did. Because after the radio show, it just blew up.
McDonald's opens in Iceland. I think I've never had as much imposter syndrome in my whole life.
Also, all these news articles came out. It was insane. But I still decided to make a promotional TikTok in Icelandic to make sure people would show up. It got over 100k views in just a few hours.
This is just insane.
Although this was insanely good news, it did also attract some unwanted attention.
We were about to go film some marketing for the opening in just a few days, and I got an email from the health inspection in Iceland.
Let me introduce you to the first boss of this video, the health inspector.
They're basically saying that it's not acceptable, the conditions we're opening up in.
This turned out to be a huge problem for me. Apparently the meat can't be left out this long after being cooked. However, after a lot of back and forth discussion with my friends over the phone, we found a possible solution. I'll have to wait until the absolute last minute to buy the burgers, put them in a special heat box, then run to the airport and hopefully not miss my flight home. As a backup plan, I also bought a ton of ground beef so I could make the McDonald's patties at home. I wish I could say that this is the last we'll see of the health inspection. I literally have thousands of people waiting for the grand opening in just a few days. However, this place is far from looking like a McDonald's, which is why the next step is getting all the decorations and props so we can turn this into this. It's definitely a bit ambitious, but I really want to go all out on this. And it all starts with measurements. I need to make everything ready because I'll only have a couple of hours to put it all up on opening day since I only have the place for one day. Next, I grabbed everything I needed to make my vision a reality.
Heading out to London tomorrow. I'm working on some signs here.
However, as I was about to find out, this is definitely not guaranteed. Because just as I was driving to pick up a sign, a very severe storm was hitting the country and every single flight was being cancelled. This really worried me a lot because this plan of bringing McDonald's back to Iceland is very personal to me. McDonald's closed when I was 9, but I remember every weekend begging my parents to take me to McDonald's. I always loved the ball pit, the Nintendo 64s, the Happy Meals, and most importantly, the Ronald McDonald statue. Which brings me to the two most important items I must have in the fake McDonald's. First, the Ronald McDonald statue, of course. And second, the last burger ever sold at McDonald's in Iceland. Yeah, it still exists, and it went insanely viral for being completely spotless after 16 years. The weather wasn't getting any better that day, but I did get a lead on the location of Ronald. Apparently the former owner of McDonald's in Iceland still has it, and for whatever reason, he agreed to meet with me that day. And after walking into his office, I found Ronald.
Gonna bring you back.
And there he was, the owner himself.
Do you think Iceland is ready for a return of McDonald's?
Yeah, I think so. I loved working with them.
And have they reached out to you, or have you reached out to them?
No, they are not interested in so small markets like Iceland.
After the chit-chat, it was time for the big question.
Will you allow us to take the clown for one day?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much. Does the bench come with him, or what's the situation?
Yeah, it's all one piece.
So we grabbed the clown and drove him to the cafe. I just realized that from this angle, it really looks like we're kidnapping a clown into a van. I got the clown, now it's just the burger. I tracked the burger down to this guest house an hour drive away, and after a quick call with the owner, she agreed to meet with me. The burger was there when it all ended, and hopefully she will allow me to bring it along for the reopening.
So can we take it with to the opening?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that.
We got the burger and things were looking amazing for the opening. On top of that, the storm had calmed down considerably. Nothing can stop me now.
It's not looking good right now, it's really annoying, honestly.
After getting home, I noticed I had an email. It turns out the health inspection was still not satisfied. Apparently the heat box wasn't enough, the meat would still be out too long.
I'm not really sure. I don't really want to serve hamburgers without meat, so...
I did still have my ground beef as a backup though, so I called them and asked if that would work.
Seems like we're gonna have to compromise a little bit here.
The next morning and the day of my flight, I got a call from the cafe owners, and they said that the health inspection had been calling them all morning trying to shut this down.
They were thinking of you bringing this from abroad.
I really had no idea what to do. With my flight leaving in like 7 hours, it was turning into a complete catastrophe. The only solution was to find a restaurant to cook the meat, and after hours of calling restaurants, I finally found one last minute.
They agreed to make the meat for me, so it looks like we finally beat the health inspector. Hopefully for real this time.
With everything ready, there's only one thing left to do. The plan is to fly out to London, grab 100 burgers, no meat, and hope Icelandic customs won't throw me in jail. Yeah, that's a real possibility. So I hopped on a plane to the UK without having any clue if McDonald's or the customs would allow this.
Bye to you, bye.
United Kingdom, yeah, woo.
It's McDonald's time!
Finally, we're here.
Just look at how beautiful it is. Out of all the McDonald's in the world, this is definitely one of them.
McDonald's!
So in I went with my giant suitcase and simply asked the cashier,
Do you think I could get like 100 hamburgers? Only the bread though.
100 hamburgers?
Yeah, 100.
You can get 8. You have to give us like 15 to 20 minutes time.
What came next was the whole McDonald's completely shutting down for 20 minutes to prepare my order.
Oh my god. I've caused so much chaos in here.
It took some time and a lot of bags, but eventually I got my order.
Oh my god, this is just insane.
I also got tons of Happy Meal boxes and cups and straws.
Heading back to the airport now. I'm praying this will get through customs. Oh my god. I have no idea if they'll allow it through. I'm currently on my way back to Iceland with the burgers, and I'm talking to you from the airplane restroom to tell you that this video was very expensive. I'm putting everything I have into this. This is how far I'm willing to go to make the best possible videos for you guys. I have a goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers this year, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you would help me out by subscribing.
I landed in Iceland, and it was finally time to find out if I would actually get this through customs. My strategy was pretty simple. It was just don't stop moving until I get out of the airport. It was insanely stressful because as I started walking through customs, I noticed an officer just waiting there. And I swear to God, he was just looking at me. So I just put my head down and kept walking. My heart was beating insanely fast at this point, but I just kept moving and moving. And before I knew it, I was out of the airport.
So freaking relieved.
With less than 3 hours to go, it still didn't look like a McDonald's, and I already had my first customer in line. So we got to work. I was about to find out if this will be a huge success and McDonald's takes notice, or if I'm just a loser with 100 burgers. As time kept ticking down, more people showed up.
Are you excited?
Yep.
Okay.
With a bit over an hour to go, the place finally started looking like a real fake McDonald's. With everything ready to go, it's time to prep the meat. But then, what I feared the most happened. A person from the health inspection actually showed up to the fake McDonald's. I didn't get it on camera, but it basically went like this.
How are you planning on preparing those burgers? Don't worry, we already have a certified kitchen and they're gonna be cooking all the meat for us. Will they also be assembling everything? How about the McDonald's buns and toppings that you brought here? Have they been stored correctly? Huh? We're gonna have to shut this whole thing down. I literally did everything you guys told me to do. It doesn't matter. Also, you suck and you only have 2,000 subscribers. Hey, what the?
They just seemed determined to stop this fake McDonald's from opening. I had been defeated by the final boss. But you know, sometimes it's okay to fail. Sometimes you need these failures to learn from and get better. Personally though, I hate losing, so I really started thinking, and suddenly I remembered what John had told me about the ingredients in Metro being exactly the same.
Same bread, even same fries. It's exactly the same.
So I quickly ran out and hurried towards Metro to buy 100 hamburgers for the second time that day. I put them in a heat box so the health inspection couldn't say a word. I was running very late, so I parked the car around the corner and quickly changed into my fake McDonald's outfit. I did expect there to be more people by now, but what I'm about to show you will probably go down as one of the most surreal and best moments of my life. I just couldn't believe it. It was 100 times bigger than I could have imagined. And before I could even say chicken nuggets, I was doing an interview with the largest news in the country.
Hvað í gangi eiginlega?
Ég veit það ekki, ég held að myndi mæta á svona 20.
I was told that over 400 people showed up. The line seemed endless.
What's going on?
Oh, you live here?
Oh yeah.
And you have no idea what's going on?
Yeah, no idea what's going on.
And somehow more people kept on coming. If this doesn't send a message to McDonald's, then I don't know what will.
The Icelanders love McDonald's, and when we hear about McDonald's, we run.
But I was actually kind of hoping it would be Burger King, but like, you get what you get.
With everything ready, it was finally time to reopen McDonald's in Iceland.
First customer, yes.
This whole thing was without a doubt a massive success.
It's just really overwhelming. I don't even know which camera to look into.
We gave away every single burger in less than an hour.
This is the last burger. There you go.
And everyone absolutely loved their Happy Meals. Surprisingly though, McDonald's still hasn't reached out to me. But in the meantime, I think Iceland is still a pretty cool place. We may not have skyscrapers or big highways or trains or even a McDonald's. I mean, we don't even have a Burger King, for the love of God.